What's up YouTube? It's Brady here with Gonz and Oak, and today we're going to talk about shoulder mobility and how to bench press more with having more mobile shoulders and better posture. So I have some decent experience with this, mainly because I've completely neglected my shoulders. I'm definitely someone who's more of a pusher than a puller. I like bench press, I like overhead press, I like to push. In return, I've really kind of messed up my shoulders. Nothing involving injury, but more just neglecting them, not stretching them the way I should be, and in return having bad shoulder mobility, which has limited how much I can bench press. So we're gonna talk about some drills you can do to see an instant change in your shoulder mobility and in return feel better in the bench press. Every single day before I bench press, so about 2, maybe 3 times a week, I always go through the same kind of ritual, I guess you could say, where I start to prime my shoulders up and get ready to lift heavy weights. Basically what I'll do is I'll get a really light dumbbell, something like 2.5 to 5 pounds worth of weight, and I'll do lateral raises. I'll do them off to the side, and I'll do them in front of me as well. And as you can see, I'm really just working on moving my shoulders, getting them going, getting the blood pumping, and making sure that my shoulders know that it's time to get work done. And another drill I really like to do is just to get a stretchy band and kind of go over my shoulders, back and forth, as you can see me doing here. Really, I feel a really good stretch when I do this in my rotator cuff muscles. So that's really what I like to do just before I bench press. I think it really just helps me get ready to get the good stretches going, which are definitely gonna impact how much I can bench press that day. If I don't do these things, my shoulders hurt, I'm tight, I'm stiff, and I cannot bench press. Probably the biggest culprit in having bad shoulder mobility would be from the serratus anterior, which is basically the muscle that is right on your armpit. Maybe you can kind of see it. I like to call it the finger muscles because it kind of has these cool little things coming out. Maybe I'm not really lean enough, I don't know. But it's also known as the boxer muscle, because if you think about it, if you're throwing a punch, what that muscle is responsible for is the protraction of your scapula. And so you think if you retract your scapula, it's all those back muscles, but if you protract your scapula, this muscle right here pulls that scapula forward. If you think about it, if you're tight there, that's gonna push your whole posture, your whole shoulders forward, because that's literally what the muscle's for, is to protract that scapula. And so by loosening it up, you then loosen your shoulders and put them back into the position they're supposed to be. We're not supposed to walk around like this. We're supposed to be right, nice and even. This is something I work on a lot. I'm not perfect yet, but I'm definitely seeing changes by actually focusing on these things. And so really this muscle, you can stretch by 3 little drills I like to do. My favorite would be just the hanging pull-up. So you just get a pull-up bar and you grab on top of it and you hang. That's all you gotta do. And you will instantly feel a stretch in that muscle. Another thing you can do is getting a stretchy band and connecting it to a bench press or anything you can see, and you wrap it around and make sure there's a stretch. And then also, if you really want to, you can roll it out on a roller, which feels fantastic, and you'll definitely see a change with that too. Also on your shoulder, you have the rotator cuff. And so this is made up of 4 muscles. Now we want to focus on the 4 muscles of the rotator cuff that focus on external rotation. And so if you think about it, by loosening up the external rotators, by strengthening them before you do a movement, what that's actually going to do is help put the shoulders into proper position once again. If we are always focusing on pushing our shoulders forward, then we're out of position again and shoulder pain can occur and you're not going to be as strong. And so what we want to do is stretch and strengthen those 2 muscles in the rotator cuff that are going to help us externally rotate the shoulders into position. So there's a really easy movement you can do. Once again, you just get a light dumbbell or even a stretchy band. There's 2 different ways, as you can see me doing. All you do is grab your dumbbell or your stretchy band, and with your arm at your side, you want to externally rotate while your elbow makes a 90-degree angle outward slowly. And you want to make sure to do it with your elbow in front of you too. And so you do it with the elbow to your side and you do it with your elbow in front of you, both ways. Bonus tips! If you're bench pressing, you don't want tight lats and you don't want a tight chest. Lats is really easy to stretch by rolling it out, and your chest you can roll out as well, or you can sit on like a door or a wall and just kind of stretch that out. That's just a quick bonus tip that I like to do before I bench press. It's not really have anything to do with the shoulder, so I didn't want to like throw it in this video, but there you go. Those are some good tips. I know that these things will work instantly. I've done it and it has helped me a lot. That I try to do them at least 2 to 3 times a week. When I notice the more times I do it, the easier it becomes, and my shoulders have changed a lot. There used to be a lot of pain, particularly on my right shoulder while I bench press, just from neglecting them. But by focusing on them, I've seen a big difference. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.